Alright, so let's talk about the Ascent. This is a cyberpunk RPG action top-down shooter where you're pretty much a worker for the Ascent Group corporation stuck in a bad situation that only gets worse. But for me, the backstory sucks. There isn't much there for me. It's more like you're a mercenary for hire when I was playing the game. So I'll make this review short and sweet. So after creating your character and finishing the introduction to the game, you will be brought into a massive city or a habitat or whatever as the game calls it. It's when you arrive in the city that you realize the amount of work and detail that they put into this. And it's in this game you'll be able to level up, go to the weapon store, obviously buy new weapons, upgrade your gear, your armor, your augmentations. Your weapons you can level up all the way to plus 10 as long as you have enough credits and scrap that you collect throughout the game. The augmentations and armor also drop from enemies as well. So as you travel around, you start realizing the size and scope of the areas you explore, and you can appreciate the work that they put into the environment. Now, from my understanding, this game was created by 12 developers, which is pretty impressive. But the world does look amazing. And now onto combat. Now, the combat can be intense at times, especially when you're like fighting mechs. But as long as you're ducking behind cover, rolling when you need to, using your augmentations, grenades, or tactical, whatever they call tactical discharge or whatever they call it. But as long as you're using everything at your disposal, you'll be fine. So, there is one issue though. There's a lot of bullet sponge. And I know there are players who don't like bullet sponge all that much. And if you're playing co-op, you might be dealing with more of it. But on the plus side, everyone in a co-op game gets their own drops. Like they're getting their own gear. They're not having to fight over gear and stuff like that. And there are medical stations to get health from for credits. Unless you blow them up, you can get it for free. But obviously you can't use it again. Though some players have complained about bugs, I personally haven't really encountered many except for like mission navigation. Sometimes it doesn't update as fast as I'd hope, but other than that, nothing game breaking. Also, because of how large the game world is and traveling distance, you can take subways or the metro as the logo at least on the map, or call a taxi to get to your objectives a lot quicker. Now, there is also plenty of submissions to keep you busy as well, but all in all, for those who tend to just do the main missions and be done with it, the game is pretty short. You'll have beaten the game about 10 hours or less. Overall, I think the game is really good, solid game. And one that would be fun to play with co-op with your friends more than by yourself. And I can tell the devs put a lot of work into this game and did a lot for only 12 devs. That's just amazing to me. Anyhow, that wraps it up, and I hope this review helped you decide whether or not you want to give Ascent a shot. And I hope you enjoyed this review of the Ascent, and thanks for watching.